I feel the earth where I go. I feel the sky trembling so. I feel my heart starts shooting and feel delight wherever I move in the day or night. Yes, I am practicing in Calcutta High Court for the last 30 years. This day, 25th July 2020, I have a program to visit some sand mining sites at Paschim Midnapur, West Bengal, India. In compliance of the Green Tribunal directions upon me to suggest the specific norms to protect the environmental problems in river bed sand mining, especially the question of unscientific illegal sand mining and implementation of environmental laws are insignificant to the sand mafias. Where the question of environment is concerned, despite of threat of corona all around, I am duty bound for the sake of my professional commitments and ethics despite of novel coronavirus outbreak. So, on the way to my destination, I would like to say something about our world, or I would like to make it abundantly clear that some changes are needed to make this earth habitable in the future, especially for our future generations, of course. Yes, we are duty bound. This is not the case. After me, who bothers if everything rains? Let God save us and save the world. This is the high time to realize the truth. This novel coronavirus pandemics results from destructions of nature as stated by UN and WHO. Sparks call for legislation and trade deals worldwide to encourage green recovery. We should mind the hard truth that we are the licensee on this earth, not the owners. The nature bounties are for our survival, but what we are doing? In the name of civilization, we are distracting the valuable natural resources. We are careless about the ecological balance. Environmental problems are becoming more and more serious all over the world. The earth is our home, and we have the duty to take care of it for ourselves and for our future generations. Fortunately, more and more people have realized these problems. Measures have been taken to cope with these problems by the government. Fact is, indiscriminate mining of sand, coal, and other minerals can be checked with the present rules and regulations, but the real problem lies with the slackness in implementation of these rules. The implementation of acts alone will not serve the purposes to check the operations of the mafias in different fields. Apart from the vigilance of the government machinery, the alertness of the people in the vicinity is a must to keep the mafia from plundering nature's wealth. Illegal mining in India and some other parts of the world has become a menace not only to the people but also to the governments. Illegal mining robs the country of precious minerals and in return causes severe pollution and health hazards. At this point, There is no denying the fact that our environment is changing. Hundreds of studies have been conducted to demonstrate that this is happening and it is having an effect on life around us. However, many may be unaware of the specific issues that have led to these changes. The terms like climate change and genetic modifications are commonplace, but without additional information it is difficult to see why they actually matter. Nowadays, the problems about environment become more and more serious with the development of industries and agricultural products. So to say, there is also some speculation that genetically modified plants may leak chemical compounds into soil through their roots, possibly affecting communities of microorganisms. Furthermore, the calculated average person produces 4.3 pounds of waste per day around the world. Now calculate how much is the volume discharged by the people per day. Much of this waste ends up in landfills, which generates enormous amounts of methane. Not only does this create the explosion hazards, but methane also ranks as one of the odds of the greenhouse gases because of its high global warming potential. Now, if we take trees on the hills have been cut down, the demands of an increasing population has resulted in increasing level of deforestation. Current estimates state that the planet is losing 80,000 acres of tropical forests per day. Now imagine, on the other hand, wastewater is being poured continuously into rivers, then to ocean and seas. Now fresh water is crucial to the life on earth, yet more sources are being polluted through human activities each and every year. On a global scale, 2 million tons of sewage, agricultural and industrial wastes enters the world's water every day. Furthermore, wherever we go today, we can find the rubbish carelessly disposed. The whole ecological balance of the earth is changing rapidly. Massive destructions of the environment has brought about the negative effects and even poses a great threat to the man's existence. We must face the situation that exists and take actions to solve our environmental problems. For instance, new laws must be passed to place strict control over industrial pollutions. The public must receive the education about the danger of the pollution and so on. We hope that all these measures will be effective and bring back a healthful environment. If we talk about the defense arrangements, that is to say about the arms and ammunitions, nuclear weapons, all these are extracted from the bottom and surface of this earth regularly. But sorry to say, all these arms and ammunitions are made to use against human races. Maybe a lying enemy. We are civilized. We are civilized of and on we proclaims. If so, then why we are polluting the bountiful nature? Unfortunately, many of us are pretty wasteful. In the 19th century, global waste production rose tenfold and is predicted to be doubled again by 2025. The growth in the human population is part of the explanation but can't account for all of the extra rubbish. We produce more rubbish than any other pollutant. Shamefully, huge amount of the plastic now roam the oceans, where they threaten marine life by blocking out the sunlight. Ocean acidification is the term used to describe the continued lowering of the pH level of the Earth's ocean as a result of carbon dioxide emissions. It is estimated that the ocean acidity will increase by 150% by 2100 if efforts are not made to halt it or to check it. The issue of melting of polar ice caps is a continuous one. It is known to us. The temperature around the world are changing rapidly. The surface of the planet is getting warmer and warmer. This has been confirmed by the measurement all around the globe, going back many decades. This is pertinent to mention here. The ocean depletion is caused by the release of chemicals, primarily chlorine and bromide, into the atmosphere. A single atom of either has the potential to destroy thousands of ocean molecules before leaving. It's a challenge before us as well for the future generation. The impact that the human activities have on the environment around us is undeniable, and more studies are being conducted each year to show the extent of the issue. Lastly, I'd like to say more needs to be done to remedy the major environmental issues that affect us today. If this does not happen, the possibility exists great swaths of the planet will become uninhabitable in near future. Now, I came to my destination near the Subarnarekha River. Sand mafias have constructed the temporary bridge over the river, which is obstructing the easy flow of the river water, and I am standing here and I asked my clerk to take the snaps, and that's all for the day. And I hope that we, the elderly persons, the scientists and scholars, have some obligations to do with the environment for the sake of our future generations. And this is my appeal to all concerns. Thank you. Thank you very much for viewing this video.